Are we live?
Well,
Are-
we would be. Yes, in 5, 4, 3, 2. High school comedy, baby!
yes!
Woo-hoo!
With some magic sprinkled in. That's right. Everything is always a little magic here. Welcome to our humble abode. We call it LASC. It's an acronym for LA School of Comedy. Why? Because it's not just comedy. So I don't want to. I'm really interested in. Not interested, but I have to tell you, I watched, I don't know if anybody knows this, but since the documentary, and before I say this, let me preface this with any jokes that have to do with domestic violence on either side. None of that stuff is funny. But what is funny is that Sean Combs has changed his name once again, and I couldn't believe it. And I watched him. I watched him run up that hallway. God says, Sunda, don't do this joke. Don't do it, Sunda. But Comedy Store, you loved it, so this is for you. Because when you see, I don't know if you've ever seen like an old black grandpa or old black uncle. You know what I mean? It looks like somebody planted cotton in various parts of their hair because the dye didn't go everywhere. But the way he was coming at her he looked like Uncle Remus. Okay, he was like, "Get over here, girl! Come on now, come on, get over here!" I could just hear it. I could hear it. And now he's changed his name for obvious reasons. He is now P Titty. Yes, his boobs were bigger than mine. All right. And all she had to do, seriously, all she do is take a couple of steps like a ballet dancer to get out of there. But P. Titty is the new name because you hit women, so you deserve a set of titties, okay? 'Cause I heard you fight like a girl. And I'm down with you, honey, because I'm half white trash. And that's exactly how I had to get down. When girls come up to me talking about, "We gonna get you, yeah, you got your Vaseline ready." That always confused me, Vaseline. I'm wondering, are we here to shtup? Are we here to fight? What are we doing? But that's so I don't scar, as they explained to me. Puerto Rican girls explain, you got to do it thick. This way the blade slides off. It's like the blade. I'm not ready for the blade. I'm ready for it now. Some people need a facelift. I need a forklift. Things are different in my life. But, you see what they laugh at the hardest, and then you realize that maybe you should have had a nose job. See, my girlfriend, my best friend in the world, said to me, "Sunda, people think you're beautiful and exotic, but if you were all white and not half white, with that nose, you'd have to get a nose job." And you never think about it, like a nose on black face can change things. But P. Titty can't change his titties for nothing. P. Titty needs a forklift. And titty's not a bad word for a man that beats on a woman. Argue with me. Please argue with me. One of you bitches argue with me how you slapped a woman. I had to put her in her place. And what's the big line? Oh, yeah. Baby, I love you, girl. You see, I love you so much. I love you too much. I love you too much. Look what you made me do. Just like I thought it was normal to walk around with like 4 fingers across my face. My husband, on the other hand, wouldn't know how to kill a roach if I didn't tell him to, okay? And and he's all talk, all right? "I'm gonna kill her! I'm gonna strangle her! He's going to bed. He's gonna watch X-Files or Lost in Space or something. He's not gonna think about me at the end. I can't even imagine Mark trying to catch me down a hallway when I'm rolling down the river. Can you imagine him trying to catch me like a soccer ball titty was going? I can't get over P. Titty's titties. I'm so sorry. I went too far with it. You're absolutely right, because if it was a man doing it about a woman, that would be okay. I don't know how this works, but suddenly I say P. Titty and I'm the bad guy. All right? But I heard he's set right now, so that's good. I'm glad he's happy in jail. I'm glad he's happy there. I'm just going to say one other thing, though. I know everybody's going to get mad at me, but if P. Titty was white, would they come after him like that so hard? I'm just saying, it was just so much. So much goes on in this world that you guys don't even know about. And when I find these people are like, we've got to see where these kids are coming from, the trafficking. We got to find out where it's coming from. Sometimes I look at them like, why you want to know? What do you want to know for? I almost slipped at the Rotary Club. I can't do that. I can't be threatening somebody in a corner at the Rotary Club. I'm a Rotarian, nigga. Yeah. What you want to know for? Why you always talking about trafficking? And y'all know I need a loan for the LA School of Comedy. And then one guy comes up to me and he says, I know one thing. I don't want to hear another thing about Elvis's mother being a Jew. And I was like, I'm in trouble now. And then they told me not to make a big deal about the bacon chips on top of the salad. He said, it's just chips. There's no salsa. This is a different kind of chips. You know what I mean? This is the kind that gives me agita. And I don't eat bacon, not because I'm Jewish. It's because I'm Jewish. No, I'm kidding. No, it's because I grew up with it. But it doesn't matter what I grew up with. It's because you know what? Sometimes you want to just start things a little differently. And I'm going to start with the director of this place that's going to give you guys a free class if you're good, if you're really good, on Tuesday. And let me just say this about his class. Why you'll like it? Because every comic, you need a class. You really do. You think you don't, but you do. Because you're always, I got to go home and memorize these lines. The word memorize makes me shiver. See, I look like a Sharpay. Look. This is your future, women. No facelift, forklift. That's for Maxine Waters. I'm kidding. Did I just say another? You know they're never going to put me on another black show again. But let me count all of them I've been on. That's how I started, actually. They were the best shows. Because you know what? Sometimes you like to play to your own audience. You know what I mean? I do a straight and comb joke here. Nobody gets it. I do a doobie-doo joke. No Dominicans here. You guys know what a doobie-doo is? See? Only one. Because she lived in New York. And she knows a Dominican will walk around with a beer can in her hair to make it straight. And I've done it, okay? I've done it. And I'm not Dominican, but I played one on TV. I'm on the Mayans, too, if you could book me. But let's bring up the person that makes me feel that there's a chance for me in acting. And catch me on Prime Video while you're at it. Let's give it up for the one and only Aaron McIntyre.
Oh, there was traffic. My God, people, there was so much fucking traffic today. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's Santa Monica. They shut it down. Some sort of a hoopla or a hoop something or other. Oh, man. Yeah, I am kind of a little tense. A little tense in the chest. You know, I'm just having a little bit of a difficult night. The traffic, thank you. Thank you. Are you saying that to someone else or are you saying that to me? Ladies and gentlemen, I just recently became officially a senior citizen. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. That's right. Senior citizen here. I know I don't look it, but turned the big 6'5", and 2 people remembered my birthday. That was great. 2 phone calls, my oldest sister and my daughter. That's right. Nobody remembered my birthday, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go kill them all.
I called you for your birthday.
No, you didn't. The day after, yeah. That's what everybody does. The day after my birthday is not my birthday. Yeah. Just so you know, unlike everyone else, I mean, apparently everybody else, their birthday is the day after their birthday or something. No, I'm gonna go sing some karaoke. So if anybody out there is watching, I'm going to Culver City tonight, Jameson's Pub. They've got live band karaoke starting at 9 o'clock. It's a nice little 3-piece band. They're awesome guys. So I'm going to go there and sing my heart out because karaoke is like therapy, but you can drink, which is good. Just makes you feel good, you know. A lot of people go, oh, no, I don't sing. It's like, do you sing in the shower? Well, yeah. Well, if you sing in the shower, you sing in the car, you sing karaoke. There's no shame. There's nothing wrong with karaoke. There's nothing wrong with singing. Is there, Anye? Isn't singing a beautiful... Do you like singing?
I like karaoke.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Well, come on over, man. They got some good songs. They got a nice big repertoire, and they've actually got some, like, a pretty wide range of stuff. And I don't know why I'm doing a commercial for Jameson's right now instead of... Probably because I don't have any fucking comedy to do. You know, and it's, you know, one of the, I am bipolar, by the way. Don't worry, I'm not going to explode or anything. You know, I'm medicated, fully medicated, but I am certified. I have my certificate. If there's any other certified mentally ill people in the room, please clap your hands. If there's any other bipolar people, raise both hands. If you're obsessive compulsive, then just clap your hands 3 times and raise your hand. And I could go on and on, but I won't. One thing I learned about from being bipolar is that you are probably just as much of an asshole as I am. It's one of the things you learn is you learn that there's, get rid of that bug, Sunda. Get out of here. You're not welcome in our club. Oh, yeah, I got some titties. I've got some titties. Yep. They're going to call me A Diddy. A Titty. They call me A Titty. But I don't, I actually haven't been in a relationship in a long time. I was married for 18 years, thank you. Come on, give it a fucking 18 years, come on. I know there are people in here who have had a more successful union sitting in the room here today. And they do make me feel right at home. Whenever I come in and they're squabbling at each other. Why did you do that? That's my mom and dad. That's what I grew up with. So I feel like it's mom and dad again. Yeah, so bipolar, not bicoastal. It's not, that's different. Completely different thing. Bipolar, bicoastal. But the commute in bipolar is way worse than the commute in bicoastal. It's much more strenuous. And I did learn something about the North Pole. You know how there are penguins on the South Pole, but not on the North Pole? Do you know what that is, sir? You do? What is the reason? What is your reason? The reason for it? They can't fly. Ah, no, that's incorrect. It was Santa found out that it was Santa. He had to get rid of them. Found out that the elves were trying to get with him. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get it on with those penguins. They were having all kinds of weird little flipper babies and stuff, and they couldn't make the toys because they didn't have hands. So he had to kick them out. Yeah, well, what can I say? Also learned something about anybody BMW driver in here? Anybody drive a BMW? Good. Because I just learned that the new models of BMWs, they're not putting blinkers in them because nobody uses them. So people are always cutting me off. Oh, man. BMW drivers, they're the worst. They drive around like they are the only... It's not... It's like they're the only ones that are important, right? I mean, we know a Mercedes driver in here. Okay, the Mercedes drivers are different. They just drive around like nobody else is there. I'm the only one on the road. I can turn here. Look over there. It's crazy. I drive a sensible Volvo, white man's car. I am. I don't know if you noticed, I'm white. Yeah, I know. It's a surprise to everybody. Yeah, so I was married for 18 years, but I haven't been in a relationship in a really long time, and I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. I really love women a lot, like way too much. I'm not gay. I've only been with 3 guys, and it did not go well at all. Let's say that we not only did we not complete, we didn't even start because. But I am a people pleaser, you know. I mean, I just felt bad for the guys, you know. And first one, I needed a ride home. Second one, I wanted to get high. Yeah, and the third one, no, the first one that was just childhood stuff, you know. I won't go too far into that one. But yeah, I'm not gonna get with any other women. I just, you know, I just learned that I'm the best lover I've ever had. So there's really no need, you know. I can make it last as long or as short as I want. It's just, you know, I know how to take care of business. Yeah, it's been a rough day. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough week. There's just been a lot of things going on that I can't really talk about. Because I don't want to get arrested. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that. Yeah, let's see here. And let me see. Oh, good. I got the light. Thank you, God. Let's see if I got something else. I did write something. Sisyphus. I have something there. I don't know what it is. Yeah, why'd you be in? You know, one of the things I think is really strange is that we all fart, right? We all fart. We all burp, right? Yes, yes. Power to the farters. We all fart, and yet every time somebody farts, we laugh. We think it's funny, right? I think that they should just develop an app that will tell you when when someone's about to fart, so that we can prepare ourselves and we're not caught off guard. I don't know why I wrote that down. You were talking about Jews. You're a Jew. You're a Jew, and you're Jewish. So Jewish. So is it ish, or are you really a Jew? You're a Jew. You're a Jew. Not Jewish. Which started getting me thinking about the ishes. We got the Irish, but you can't be an Ire, right? You can be a Jew, but you can't be an Ire. You can be British, so you can be a Brit. But you can be Polish. You can be a Pole. You can be a Swede and Swedish. But is it like, are you just really like a Swede, or are you just ish? I think it's just, I'm Irish and Scottish, so I can be a Scot, and I can be Scottish, but I can't be Ire. I can be an Irish. Oh boy, this has been wonderful. I have had so much fun with you people tonight. This has been really fantastic. I'm about to explode inside, and so I'm going to get off stage before I do. And yes, Tuesday. Got a little reminder here. Yeah, I do have a class here Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. acting class, and trust me, you'll like it. You'll like it. Other people in this room have been in the class and they liked it, and they will clap their hands now. Thank you very much. And a guy who hasn't been there, who's going to come this Tuesday, and that's why he's clapping. Thank you very much. My name is Aaron McIntyre. You can find me at Aaron McIntyre anywhere. AERON. It's a little different. And you can also find the school at filmactorscafe.com. You can look at the work we do. We do lots of great programs, like an 8-week class where we actually make a short film based on our suggestions and everything. So that's it. And let's bring Cindy up.
You keep saying Jesus. You keep calling. He'll come. Pray with me. I'm on Hallow. Hey, forget that phone. Did you see that on TV? When the guy that plays Jesus, he tells everybody to forget your cell phones, and he throws his away for the commercial. You know that's a commercial. He would not be throwing his cell phone away, because Jesus would change that cell phone to an Android and make it work. Nobody gets that if they're Jewish. It's like wine to water. No? All right. But Jews should have cashed in on that. That's where we messed up. Come on in. We're just talking about something that's very anti-Semitic and racist. Hello there. Hey, look who it is. No, hey, listen, we welcome tall people. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to bring up a tall person now, and she's tall in personality, humor, and a huge heart, but even all of that doesn't commit to what she is, and she's a true believer in the LA School of Comedy. Your comedy concierge, the one, the only, Samantha Linderman.
Keep it going for Cinda, everybody, and Aaron McIntyre of the Film Actors Cafe. It is a really fun class, and it's time we all invest in ourselves in the new year. And I am wearing pajamas because I work at a school and it was pajama day. So I don't want you to think like I just woke up or like there's some, I don't know, I just felt, it was weird. Like today, that's how we identified Jews on campus. I was like, maybe that was the wrong choice. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. My cousin used to be like that all the time, and it would piss me off so bad. She's like, I can't wear my Jewish sleepaway camp shirt just in case. And I'm like, nobody's looking at us. We're 13-year-old girls at Target. Like, nobody, like, please. Like, meanwhile, I'm talking to every stranger. Like, oh my God. thinking the lifeguard's in love with me. That's a grown man. That's an adult. Like, that is crazy. I don't know. Let's see what I wrote down. Oh my God, I got a great question today. Okay. Again, like token Jew thing at work. I didn't think it was exciting. I barely mentioned it, and then my boss said I can see it now. And I was like, wait, maybe I should. Yeah, it's so funny, right? But not that funny. It's like a video. I know, it's like not sexual harassment. Oh my God, no. She's like, perfect. No, it was so funny. It's so funny. She didn't mean it, but I mean, I guess she meant it. And I was like, should I say thank you? Or like, oh no. Got a good doctor? What do you want? What do you want? Like, what should I have said, you guys? Since I laughed, it was just so funny. Like, I can see it now. Before, what was I? Like, I want to know. I don't know. People used to tell me I look so Christian, anyways. I don't know what that means. I just remember being in the locker room and, like, they talk about that stuff. Oh, the girls' locker room, all right? Man, cracking up in the brewski, talking about you don't look good. Like, no. We were talking about each other's bodies and our crushes. Like, it was horrible. It was horrible. When you say your crush and somebody said, no, for real, who's your crush? Guys, that was my real crush. And he did not want to go to the movies with me. He did not, Mark, he didn't. And it was like, I was like, wow, like, I'm so brave. I texted this man who's like this tall and had a thing where like spit would kind of collect like in the corner of his mouth when he's talking. He had a lisp. I know. And a hyphenated last name. Like, it was just a lot. It was a lot. Oh, and then the next day all his friends were like, do you want to go to the movies? Do you want to go to the movies? But I moved on, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of guys, like, I never bring up middle school, but like I've heard so many men be like, my girlfriend in middle school, like, I was like, that's crazy. You were dating in middle school. To be fair, I like was almost dating. Like, I had a crush on a boy, and then like this is so funny. I had a crush on a boy, and this guy, he had a crush on this girl, and I was like, okay, fine. Like, this is a movie where like you think she's the one, really I'm the one, and like she becomes my best friend, and like whatever. Like, I was a kid. We go to Catalina Island. They fall out of love, whatever. I feel like it was the island air. Like, it was the craziest stuff in middle school. I'm sorry. Like, we had the internet, but we were still imaginative. They are now. I work with kids, and today there was something that I never had training for, which is I'm sorry, trigger warning, a dead bird on the ground.
Oh, God.
And a girl comes sobbing to me. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I don't know. Like, just tell me. I'm like, she goes, he put the dead bird on my shoe.
Oh.
And I'm stuck on the shoe part. I'm not even thinking about the bird. I'm not even thinking. I said, he did what?
Right?
He did what? That's crazy to put a dead animal on another person. Like, I know they're not thinking about it like that, but it's like, that's too much. I go up to him, like, I literally scream. I go, you're gonna get sick! You're gonna get sick! I start talking about the avian flu. I said, this is how coronavirus, like, I'm freaking, they're trying to touch this bird. I know we just met, but I was so scared for them. They put shit in their mouth, and they're 9. It's late for that. It's a little late, dude. They go up to the bird, they're like, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. I'm like, it's not gonna bring it back. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. I'm like, and then what? And then what? Throwing a rock at it, I want it to be like, if I wrote down everything you did, the doctors would put you away. You don't understand. Do that shit in your head. I love him. He's a genius, of course. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, my God. I'm like, just don't do that. Like, don't throw something at the animal. Then a girl's crying, saying, I couldn't help but throw it away. Like, they saw me. Like, I was like, what do I do? Like, I can't call animal control. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, my God, you guys. They're going to put it in their mouths. It was all in their hands. It was crazy. They're like, where is it? And I'm like, gone. Just gone. I'm not going to say heaven. I'm not going to say Santa. It is not here anymore. And you guys asked to play soccer. Let's go do it. Don't ask me if he's out. Like, what I tell them is I don't know how to play chess. But if you want to play chess, play chess. If you're fighting over chess, like, I can't help you. Like, I don't want to deal. I'm like, I go, listen, guys, like, I love theater. Like, I'm like, these are the things that I love. You hate that. That's fine. I can't help you with 2 touch. They're like, let me do 3, let me do 1. I don't know how to play that game. Basically, so I got the question today. Why do good if there's no hell? Like, there's no devil in Judaism or hell. And I realized that Jewish mothers, this is immediately at work, this is what I said. You only have this one life, and this is what you're gonna do with your life on this earth, the life that I gave you, the life that I gave up to your father, for your one life. That's what you're gonna do. So it's like, this life's enough. You're like, it's enough, dude. That's what it is. Like, there's not even a thought of something more. Like, it's enough. Like, what? Like, what? Another round? I think I'm good. This one's so good that I don't think I need another one. I'd want to be an animal. I wouldn't want to be a person again. I'd want to be a jellyfish. My therapist said I didn't have borderline personality disorder. I said, what, it's major? What? Like, what? And she's like, no, you don't have it at all. And I was like, girl, you're just trying to get me to give you more money. You're just trying to flatter me. And I'm like, so you're saying it's me? So you're saying it's me? Okay. And I'm making her laugh. It's so bad. It's so bad. The way I'll say something traumatic, like I say it so monotone, I'm looking right at her and I'm like, rah, rah, rah. And she's like, and it's so crazy because I do that with the kids. This kid sat me down. She's like, I need to tell you something. So my dad's doing drugs. And I just went, because there was no intro, like, I'm going to tell you something about my family, like, whatever. I was like, I need to tell you something. So my dad's doing drugs, and I went. And then she smiled, and we both were able to move on, but it was crazy. That's like, but nothing compared to the dead bird. Oh. Nothing. Santa versus Jesus, that's perfect to end on. I feel like, obviously, Jesus is not a sex symbol. I don't know enough about him, but I'm pretty sure that's not. I'm pretty sure that's not, like, the purpose, but it happens. Like, I feel like I've seen so many people. I don't see, that's a lie. I see so many edits of Jesus. Sexy edits. And it's like, he's coming. No, I just made that up. But no, he's like, has abs and all this stuff, whatever. And then there's Santa, right? And nobody's like, you know, like, there's ripped Santa, like, at a strip club, or, like, whatever. Like, the construction worker at work who's ripped and old, and we call him Ripped Santa. But literally, like, I would rather even just have a one-night stand with Santa. Even if I knew there were no presents, there's nothing, whatever. I'm like, this guy probably has every food. Oh, my God, that's so sad. Think about the food. I think about the food to eat with Santa. I'm like, he's got gingerbread. He's got this. He's got that. I'm going to meet an elf. I'm like, I love Santa. He's like, I don't know. Next time I'm going to have something to say about Mrs. Claus, because wives matter.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Wives matter.
Black wives matter.
Yes. Come on, Cinda. Let's go. My mother's black wife, everybody.
Right. What I did for your father to have you. With him blowing on me. I'm insane. I'm insane. But it's true, you don't know enough about Jesus. And I know everything about Jesus. And I know that he was fine. And yes, we looked at his abs. You don't have to be a Jew to look at Jesus on the cross and say, wow. But the Polish people have a black Jesus. Did you know that? And for real? So is Mary. It's so crazy. I didn't know who, and I shouldn't have said that. The cleaning lady was so offended. I just said, who the hell is this? Dressed up like Jesus. She said, this is Jesus. And then the Pope came in. The Pope was on TV. Whatever it was, she made me and my husband sit and watch the Pope on her cleaning day. And he sat down and did it. He doesn't sit down for me. He sat down and we watched the Pope. I just thought I'd add that in, just for no reason. Because I'm bringing up someone who's making his debut here, and we are going to love him forever. Not later, but antes, with Dante. Yes, come up here, Dante.
How we doing, everybody? All right. I feel like I'm right at home. Domestic violence, Catholicism, people turning 65. I'm actually, I'm new to stand-up. I was talking to my friend the other day, and she's like, why would you want to do that? And I was like, pussy. And she's like, hope you bomb and eat dick. I'm like, we've been married like 20 years. How you talk to me that way? And I got a wife, and I got a dog. And one of them's driving me fucking crazy. The panting, the whining, the always needing attention. And every time she gets sick, costs me a lot of fucking money. And I hope you guys don't think I'm talking about my wife, okay? Because you don't know my bitch. But when she gets mad, she sits on the other side of the couch, turns away from me, looking out the window, just waiting for another man to walk by. And sometimes the dog does it too. But I love that dog. I remember, I rescued her, And people say, we rescue dogs, but really they rescue us, right? I remember I was, walking down the street in Beverly Hills, and I saw her in that front yard. I ripped off that collar of slavery, right? Took her right home. And I grew up in Santa Ana. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Santa Ana. It's kind of the ghetto part of Orange County. In Santa Ana, we didn't buy dogs. We repossessed them, right? And, growing up in the hood was, had its benefits, right? I had like a thick skin. When I was growing up, I remember I had this bully. He was taller than me. He was bigger than me. He even had a little mustache, and he beat my ass. He'd get in my face and he'd be like, "You're never going to be shit." I'd be like, damn. One day I had enough. I went up to my mom, and I was like, does Dad always have to drop me off at school? But actually, my wife is actually also from Santa Ana, but she's not ghetto like me. She reads, and she knows how to use the word mortified in every conversation we have. But seriously, she's very artistic. We just had our anniversary a couple months ago, and she said, "Babe, we're not gonna get any gifts." She goes, "I'm gonna do like a really sexy dance for you." And I was like, "Fuck." I got a card. I wrote, "Babe, I hope you bomb and eat dick. Happy anniversary. Love, Dante." Thank you. I really don't have one.
We're gonna have the next person fix that.
All right.
Jennifer Flores for me.
Please. Everyone, coming to the stage, Jennifer Flores.
Thanks so much, Dante. That was amazing. Amazing. I don't want to backtrack a little, but I dressed up as Jesus my freshman year in high school. I went to an all-girls Catholic school. I don't know why I did it either. And I didn't know that our brother's school was going to come, but they ended up coming. So there's all these guys there, and I'm with the beard. My hair's long, kind of like this. And I have on, I committed to the bit. Like, I have a full-on white gown, and I'm just running through, like, everybody else is, like, looking so cute. And I'm just like, I'm Jesus. I'm Jesus. Why'd I do it? I don't know. I think I just love God so much. Like, me and him, we just have a special relationship, and I just wanted to see how it felt. So, yeah, that was just some fun lore, I feel like nowadays, like, our newspaper, sadly, is sometimes Twitter. Like, I'm taking a shit, I'm going to open up Twitter. Like, I'm just wake up, maybe I'm going to open up Twitter, just, like, in between the day. Like, I love Twitter. It's like if we were in Greece, that would be, like, the scholars. That's where we would, like, exchange thoughts. We would do things like that. And people have exchanged thoughts that have, like, ingrained themselves in my brain. One tweet is, young hoes cook everything on high. It's a recent tweet, but certified banger. Because I was once a young hoe.
and I cooked everything on high. Like my potatoes high. Everything is getting burnt. Eggs overcooked. Like, it's just all burnt. And then I loved, like, you know, I was experimenting with flavors, so everything was Cajun. My scrambled eggs, Cajun. My potatoes are Cajun. Everything is Cajun. Or lemon pepper. Or like I did like a little Parmesan, Cajun lemon pepper, garlic pepper. Putting all the seasoning just in there to the point where like my ex at the time was like, you know, like you should make the vegetable, like we should like taste the vegetable. Like right now I'm just tasting Cajun broccoli and I'm like, I'm sorry. And so, yes, a young ho, sometimes, like, if I was a young ho and I seen that tweet, like, young hoes cook everything on high, that would have sent me into, like a psychosis where I was, like, I would have felt so enlightened and, like, actually, yes. So, but I had to learn it the hard way without him. But now a young ho could see that tweet and be like, you know what, let me turn the burner down a little bit. And they have been. Burners have been getting lowered. The gas bill is being saved. Like, it's a great tweet. It's a great tweet, man. Like, that guy... He saved a lot of lives right there. The second one is bitches be like Tulum or DR for my birthday and end up sucking dick in the Bronx. For me, that had me on my toes being like, I was just scared. I was like, I don't want to end up in the Bronx sucking dick. I don't want to. So how am I going to pull this like trip? And I pulled together a trip in 2 months to Puerto Rico for my birthday because I was like, I'm not going to just be like, oh, I want to go to Puerto Rico and then I end up still in New York, like in Queens, not sucking dick, but like doing something else. Like, I don't want to do that. So I was just like, guys, like, we're going to make it happen. Like, we're literally on our Rolling Loud trip. We had all did VIP in Miami, so you know that was money. And I'm like, guys, I don't know how, I don't know what, but in 2 months, we're going to be in Puerto Rico. And we were. Because of that tweet. I didn't want to end up sucking dick in the Bronx. Like, I'm sorry, I just didn't. And it was a great time, but we got stuck in the middle of a hurricane, so. More to come. Yeah, that was fun. A third tweet for me, my personal favorite is, men should start their life in jail and prove their way out. Self-explanatory. Like, I am all on board. Like, whenever we want to get that going, ladies, like, let's do it. I feel like in this room, Aaron probably get let off early because, like, they probably, like, think he was gay. And they'd be like, Aaron, like, yeah, just come on out. And, like, I feel like he could play into it. Like, he could do that and come on out and then just live his truth, which is not gay. He's not gay, guys. He's not. But they would think he would be, and that would be an advantage in that world. Anye, I feel like he would be like a repeat offender, like in and out the jail because like he fucked over this bitch and then this bitch is saying this. So like they would unite together and they would send his ass back in. Did we lie? But did we lie? Mark, well, good luck, Mark. Yeah, so I think everybody should just put more tweets out there because they really do base our society in a great way. I love social media. I am the social media manager here at the LA Comedy Club. Yes, I love this place so much. I'm here to just work with our lives, our profile, our social media, and then obviously come in to collaborate with you guys too. I only started coming on the mic a couple months ago just because I wanted to say something. I was like, hey, wait, I have a voice too? Like, let me just come up here. Right? Like, me? I'm just kidding. So, yeah, like, why not? But thank you so much, guys. That was my time. Give it up for your one lovely host, Sunda Kronquist. But I'm going to actually help her and bring up the next comic, Anye.
Am I the last one? No. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was confused. What's good people? How goes it? We in here. Shout out to y'all for being here and such and such. No, I appreciate that. It's hard. Yeah, it's been a minute, y'all. You guys have missed a lot. I've been living life extremely. Yeah. So I quit my job. Yeah. Fuck that shit. I ain't gonna lie, like that shit was mad weak. And it's like, I feel like, okay, now we're going to get deep before we tell any jokes. Because I told somebody else this, and they were like, oh, my God, bro, like, this is like, why do I feel motivated? I was like, I don't know. We can smoke a sativa, bro. You're just not a body high, bro. Your brain is working. Okay. So I quit my 9 to 5. And the thing about the 9 to 5 is like it's a steady salary. You feel me? It's a security blanket essentially, but it's like in that comfort sometimes you can get complacent. You feel me? And it's like when you understand that your journey or what you're meant to do is bigger than just working in this 9 to 5, it's like how long are you gonna waste days and waste time in this space? And it took somebody passing close to me to make me realize like, yo, really, this shit is like just going. And the longer I'm here, I'm not doing what I need to be doing and putting the hours in the shit that I actually care about. So I had to quit my job and really chase the dream for real. But I'm also Nigerian, so I have like 6 other jobs, bro. Like it's like you know what I mean? Like it's like one of my many jobs, bro. Like I'm not like struggling for real, but it's just like the main job is gone. But like fuck that shit. So let's tell some jokes, I guess. Yeah, let's get into it. It's been a minute. And what jokes do I even have for y'all? That's the real question. I put my phone behind me as if I knew what was on there. That's just the false confidence I have. How's it been here? Everyone's been cool? Yeah. I recently re-downloaded the dating apps. This shit is hilarious. My intent is not even to like actually date on this app. I feel like I just like talking to people that I don't know. Like I like talking to strangers. I feel like growing up that was something that everyone was like, don't do. But I'm like, that shit is actually hilarious, bro. Like, everyone's living their own lives, bro. This shit is so interesting, bro. Like, how the fuck are you, like, it's interesting, y'all. But I met this girl, and I usually put this dating, like, I put my filter on for, like, I don't really talk politics too often with these shorties, but, like, I'm like, I have no interest in a conservative shorty, right? But then a shorty like me that was bad as fuck, and she had conservative on there. I was like, okay, maybe we need to talk about it. We can just talk about it, discuss. Now I'm open to discussion. You know, let me hear you out. No, but no. But like she, so I hit her and we start talking. Conversation was smooth. Like it's like a regular conversation. I'm like, whoa, this is surprising me. And I didn't expect for like your brain to be working this way. And then I was like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, like the vibes is cool, but before I keep talking to you, I gotta ask a question. Like, I saw your political like preference on there. I saw it said conservative, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like I really just don't think that's a thing that we should be talking about like with like too publicly. I think that's something you should like be keeping to yourself." And I was like, "No, yeah, but I mean like, why did you put like I'm asking because it's on the profile like, why did you pick conservative?" She's like, "Oh, like I feel like it's private information. Like you shouldn't be sharing like." And I'm like, "I think you." I said, "Do you mean conservative? Like you don't talk about politics?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "That's not what that means, girl. That's not, girl." You like, said, "Oh, that makes sense. That's why my likes been a lot." Like, yes, girl. This is now I done made a friend on the app. We're not even dating. I'm just like, girl. I'm advising people on their profiles now. I'm on the bitch just giving people reviews and advice. Like, what the? Who am I here for? Unpaid. I'm like, yeah, girl, this should be your first photo. This is the good one. This is the baddest photo on here. It shouldn't be third. It has to be at least first or second. Like one swipe, we need to be able to see that. The angle is good. The angle is good. That's stupid as fuck. Damn. What I want to talk about? Okay, let's talk about this one. Fuck this shit. I get mad when I'm like walking past a white person's car and they lock the car like extra. Like the extra beep. And you know they lock the extra because it's not the doo-doo, it's the doo. You know, the extra one. You know? I fucking hate that shit. And I was mad because the moment that it happened to me, I'm leaving the grocery store. I got dumb shit in my hands. A white lady's walking past me. And I'm like, oh, like I try to give her the, you know, the hello, how's it going? You feel me? I'm trying to be on my polite shit. She was looking at me because of my beanie. She's looking at me. I understand what's on my head. I know it's attention grabbing. People are gonna look at me, but like I'm addressing you as a human now. You feel me? Human to human. All these things in my hands. I said, oh, how's it going? She faces, keeps walking. I'm like, okay. Unfortunately for her, I'm parked right next to her. So I'm like, okay, I go to my vehicle with all my shit in my hands. And know what I hear? Boop. I said, what? With all these things in my hand? You think I went to the grocery store and bought all these groceries just so I could break into your car? Are you fucking serious? I'm so mad. I was already mad because I was at the grocery store. I'm holding all this shit. I should have got a cart, but I'm one of those people that don't get a cart because I'm like, I don't need a cart. And I see everything I'm supposed to get. And I'm like, fuck, I should have got a cart. Whatever. I'm walking past the deodorant, and I'm like, damn, low key, I should buy deodorant right now because I think I'm a little low. I need to buy one. But also, don't buy it there. It's super expensive. Don't buy it there. Buy it anywhere else. It's so expensive at the grocery store. This is advice because I didn't know this until that day. I'm there. I'm looking at the deodorants, and I'm like, this is not fair, guys. We are fucked over in the deodorant section. Women, your deodorant, it makes sense. It's flavors that exist in real life. Orange burst, passion fruit, vanilla. You can go find that out in other. You can go in the grocery store aisles and find that in other aisles. The men's, our shit, adventure. What the fuck is adventure? Cool Rush. What the fuck is a Cool Rush? Like these ambiguous ass names. What the fuck does this mean? I be so mad. Like why don't we get the regular Forest, Everest? Nigga, we just naming places? Like why we just putting names on the. And then I'm looking at the names confused as hell. Like I don't know what I want to smell like because the shit I usually don't get ain't here. The shit I usually get, my shit ain't here. This nigga's talking about some, oh yeah, you should get the Cool Rush. Like walk past me. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to smell like you. Like who are you? Nigga trying to give me advice on my deodorant. Look how you're dressed. I don't know. I was just pissed off, y'all. I was going through a lot that day. And then after that, the shorty locked her car. Like now you see why I was on 10. You feel me? I gotta walk you through my journey, bro. It was a long day for me. Yeah. Also, I've been working at a weed shop. That shit is hilarious. I work at a dispensary now. I love that shit. I work at. It's actually in Westwood. It's super close by. I work at Rebud. Yeah. We also do deliveries. So if you need that, I'll be pulling up on people. I'll be delivering shit. It's so cool to sell weed legally. Cause I've done it both ways now. You feel me? And I feel like, okay, this makes sense, but like I feel like it is way easier to sell weed legally, because it's like you're not really like stressed. Everything's like everything's like I don't know, streamlined. It makes more sense. It is easier, but I feel like, I don't know, when I compare the two, I'm definitely making a lot more money because I was really just breaking even when I was selling illegally. I was just like, we just doing this shit to stay afloat at this point. It's a ridiculous amount of money spent on weed in college, but I'm trying to think of the comparisons. This is live workshopping. I feel like there's a joke here. We're right. What I want to close on? What's going on in my life? Oh yeah, let's close with this. Funny you hit the light. Maybe you remember what I wanted to say. I know, Aaron, you were feeling hurt because people didn't remember your birthday, dog. I'm sorry, cuz. I barely remember my shit, bro. It's not our fault, bro. Like I have a lot of friends and I don't remember a lot of their birthdays. You feel me? So I'm like I feel like you can't just expect people to remember your shit. You gotta at least like post something like, oh my God, birthday today. Or people do the countdown now online. Like you gotta give people the reminder and then they'll remember, cause it's hard, bro. It's hard. As a nigga with a birthday next week, bro, you gotta just start reminding niggas now, like ahead of time. Because when it's the holiday season, bro. And niggas is trying to scrape pennies together, bro. There's no time to remember shit. But thank y'all so much for the time. Anya West on YEWST. What am I doing? Who? Mark? Is Mark coming up? Okay. Y'all. Okay. Well, y'all make some noise. Clap it up for our next person coming up. We got Mark Zavarin.
Woo! My God, I didn't know anything went down that fast. Probably must have seen somebody really ugly naked. So, same Jennifer left, and now I can say it. She's talking about dressing up as Jesus. It reminded me of a buddy of mine. Yeah, she's back. Anyhow,
He's talking about Jesus.
wait, I'm talking about you dressing up as Jesus.
Okay, let's help here.
Yeah, stay and listen to it. Anyhow. This buddy of mine dressed up as Jesus, but he didn't do it the way Jennifer did. He did it on the steps of St. Patrick's Cathedral. But not only did he dress up as Jesus, he did it with Al Goldstein, who none of you know who he is. The founder of Screw Magazine, which was the first hardcore porno magazine in America, and the only place where you could find the phone numbers of hookers. Aaron, keep in mind. I know you had it. Anyhow, so Renee, who also called himself Renee, I am the best artist. Renee dressed up as Jesus, and he's carrying his sex and violence cross, which has a giant vulva on it. Now, little did you know, Al Goldstein's standing there as they're busy talking about censorship. This big Irish cop comes up and arrests Renee. Now, Renee is Spanish. He's from Venezuela. Renee gets arrested. Somehow, he stays in jail. Al Goldstein stays out of jail. But I'm reminded, Renee's a character in New York, and I was just thinking about him when you were talking about that, because I ended up with the prize. Now, I could have gotten the cross, but that would have been a little much for Sunda. Instead, I got his other most controversial project, which was the Mott's apple can, except he had a subliminal image of that cut open apple, and he drew it as a vagina. Now, no, I'm not kidding, by the way. It's a nice looking vagina, but it's right there hanging in my house in New York. My kids never noticed that it was a vagina, which proved Renee was right. So somebody asked him, hey, are you worried about kids seeing that and seeing a horrible image? And Renee said, they don't know it's a vagina, and they wouldn't know it was a vagina unless one of you told them. So on that note, by the way, talking about censorship and mentioning little things, you can go now. Anyhow, I just wanted you to know about Renee. Renee was, Renee is one of those interesting people to come to America talking about migration. Born in Venezuela, or Colombia, a little sketchy on his story. He came here as brought here by the St. Louis Cardinals because he would have been, decided to become an artist. So he was a very big fixture in Soho. Renee, I am the best artist. But that is neither here nor there, and not comedy, by the way, although Renee was pretty funny. I, on the other hand, am not, as they'll all tell you, and they hate the political stuff. But I will have one political joke today, though it's not much of a joke. So here I am at my office's last, all attorney meeting, and they're putting up these trivia for Christmas. One of the trivia said, who was the first president to light a menorah in the White House? Now, the answer was Bill Clinton, and all that came through my mind is Monica must have made him do it. Now, here you are, you're messing around with a Jewish girl. She is going to make you light a candle. Or is that the Madonna? Anyhow, and then Sunda mentioned the Black Madonna, right? No, it's not true. Because what they did was, it's the gypsies. The gypsies have a saint called Saint Sarah. All those Black Madonnas were supposed to be Mary Magdalene's servant. Can you imagine how you come over to France and the first thing they do is they turn a Black Madonna into the servant. And it's true stories, by the way, but that is the true story about it. They have a big festival down in by Marseille, this festival of Saint Sarah every year. All the gypsies come there, which is the best thing that ever happens in Europe. That is the only day you can walk in certain areas and not get pickpocketed. Well, on that note, right, I have to get everybody sees me limping up here. I have to get my knee replaced. So here's the problem with getting your knee replaced. You go into the doctor. You're talking about $50,000 to the doctor plus $100K to the hospital. But before you get you get operated on, yeah, keep laughing. Before you don't get that on Obamacare. So here I go. I have to go to the cardiologist. So I have to go to my doctor. He has to medically clear me. They put the EKG on and tell me, oh, you got a blockage. Now I'm fucked. Across the street to the cardiologist. We set up these appointments for all these tests. I bring Sunda to one of them because if you don't bring your wife, no matter what happens, she's going to say you're lying. No, the doctor said everything's okay. You're lying. So what you have to say, seniors have to bring somebody with them? No, married men have to bring the wife. All right? So the first test, I bring the wife. All right? Sunday, she has to go to the bathroom. Almost misses the test. All right? And, she's sitting there sleeping. At the second test, which is 2 days later, I bring Aviva. The problem with these tests are they're shooting me up with radioactivity. I swore that my shit glowed for a week thereafter, but I know that I got sick from it. So Aviva came to that one. So everything's Aviva. Everybody knows Satan and Lucifer, my daughters, Aviva and Tova. So here we go. It's the third day coming, and they're coming back. We're going to get the results. I bring Sunda. I brought you to the day we're getting the results. On the way in the car to the cardiologist, the first thing she said is, you got to tell me where the insurance policies are. But, of course, thank God we get to the cardiologist, and it's not that bad, all right? But we decided to say that I have a heart condition. I have a heart disease, not a heart condition. Everything's pumping well. But hopefully it's enough to get the insurance company to pay for the Ozempic. Because this doctor turns around to me and goes, you realize this other doctor is ripping you off. I go, why? He goes, because he's telling you a lie. If you get your knee replaced while you're that heavy, you aren't going to recover that quickly. You're going to be in bed for a month. I mean, imagine getting your knee replaced. You have to get up for therapy on these crutches, and you're as heavy as I am. So I decided something. All right? First of all, never trust a doctor from Harvard, terrible medical school, especially if he came here from mainland China. All right? All they want is money. So here I am, and I'm looking in the mirror after this whole travail with the doctor and everything, and I decided I'm not fat. I look in the mirror, and I have now decided that I am skinny. All right? If everybody can change what they want to be, I am now projecting to the world my skinniness. I am skinny, and I expect everybody to believe me. I have new pronouns, slats and thin. And if anybody calls me fat, they're misgendering me. All right? It's simple. That's the way it is. All right? I guess it's other people want to come up. That's all I have for tonight. Though I never got to see the president's speech. He has all these charts and everything trying to prove Biden was a moron. Like, duh. Right? Like we didn't know. Anyhow, that's my time.
Watch out. You might sue the owner. I'm kidding. Can I tell you something? Nobody ever had deranged Trump syndrome like Mark Zaffron. When you had it, you had it.
What's that?
You had it.
I had 30 years of it.
You have no idea what it's like when he's, oh, no, Aaron, every morning I'd say, you want coffee? And he'd say, Trump. That's how he would start the day. Trump never pays his bills. Trump. And with my father-in-law, Trump owes me money. He owes me money. This is baby Zaffron. His father makes Mark look like an amateur. He had a father. It makes him look like an amateur. Just listen to him. Ow! Listen, I'm going to bring up somebody who's going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to have fun on the run, and he's doing a sketch comedy show, and there's some people here that you're going to meet, and I'm really happy that we're all here. You going to come and do a few minutes?
Me?
Yeah.
I've never done any kind of stand-up.
Well, get up and introduce yourself. Come on up here, Harrison. Come on. I gotta bring up this mic stand now. Okay, you doing it.
I had no idea you were going to bring me up here.
Dante's like, oh, watch it.
I got to say something. Never in my... First of all, this is way too short, Sunda.
I don't think it goes up that.
Oh, it goes. It goes.
Oh.
It goes. You just haven't had anybody this tall before. Did you now? Who'd you have?
He's 7 Nicholas. He's 7'1".
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Listen, I'm Harrison Miles. This is my stand-up debut.
Yeah.
Here at the LA School of Comedy, run by the wonderful Sunda Kronquist. Listen, guys, I had no fucking idea. Well, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a director, I'm a writer, and I'm a comedian. Not a stand-up comedian. I guess now, after tonight, I guess we can say that I've done it before. But yeah, I also have a podcast, but I have a couple podcasts. But the main thing I'm doing right now, the biggest thing, is it's a podcast that merges filmmaking and gaming. Now, I think there's a huge gap in the industry when it comes to filmmaking and gaming. As a gamer myself, 30-year veteran, don't know if anybody else here, you're probably a gamer. Don't give me that high laugh. You're a gamer. Own it, bro. You got Patrick on your motherfucking shirt. Yeah, it is hard. So, basically, there's a huge gap here. And as a writer and a gamer myself, I draw a lot of inspiration from all of my video games. And I mean, I don't know if you guys know what Elden Ring is. Anybody know what Elden Ring is? It's a big Souls-like, open-world experience. when that game came out, February 24th, 2022, I'll never fucking forget because I was glued to the chair for 90 fucking days. And I played that shit for 90 days. But when I got up, I unstuck myself from that shit. I think like my thread from like my nasty ass sweatshirt was like stuck to my my chair. So when I got up, I moved myself, my stinky, smelly, unbrushed, disgusting self. I moved it over to the computer in the desk, and I wrote 2 feature films back to back, both award-winning. And this is what all right, well, thanks. This is what I really believe. Something hit me. I was like, holy shit, gaming, there's something there, and nobody is doing this. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's really, closing that gap. So I said, you know what? I'm that fucking guy. So I started a podcast starting there. It's called the Hollywood Gamer Podcast, where Hollywood meets gaming. It's shot in fucking Hollywood. We bring on actors, writers, directors, all kinds of creatives that are in the industry, but also gamers, because it's important to merge that. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the Hollywood Gamer and movie making and filming and what I'm really doing out here, gaming and filming. But I think the most important thing is really creating a community of passionate people that really prioritize their passion for the industry over making money in it. Because let's be honest, guys, there's so much bullshit in the industry right now when it comes to, everyone is always concerned about data and it was only concerned about what they think people want. And the people that actually have passion, more of that needs to shine. I don't know if anybody remembers in the early 2000s, late 90s, when we were growing up, when we were going to Blockbuster. By the way, I worked at Blockbuster. Yeah, I'm not that fucking old though, which is weird. Yeah. So when a movie came out, like, I don't care if it was a bad movie, a good movie, a movie was a movie. It was like, it was an event. It was a movie. And they just don't really stick like that anymore. So, what we're doing out here is really building this community of people that really care about quality in the entertainment business. So that's really a little bit about me.
Bringing it back from Texas.
Oh, yes. And Sunda and I talked about that. Unfortunately, Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe, I'm talking to you, gentlemen. You have stolen comedy from Los Angeles. And I don't like that. We're going to see if we can bring this shit back. We're going to bring comedy back to Los Angeles because this is Hollywood, baby. This is where the comedy is. This is where it all starts. That shit doesn't belong in Texas. There's nothing wrong with it, but have you ever met someone funny from Texas? Let's be real. That's a good one. We're not going to use that. No, but, I think it's important to really bring comedy back to Los Angeles because a lot of it has gone over to Texas. And while there's a big comedy scene over there, I think there can be an even bigger, more passionate one over here because I think they're lacking one thing over there. I think they're lacking passion over there. I think they do comedy, but they do it because they think it's lucrative, and they do it because they think they can make it. And if they get on Kill Tony, then, yeah, that's their career. But it's really about passion. It's not about it's about working hard and really believing that you can do something. And, yeah, I guess that's my time. Not really.
Tell us where we can find you.
You can find me on social media. Well, you can look for the Hollywood Gamer Podcast, which I host that weekly. And then you can also find me on Instagram, HarrisonMiles_.
And Y or M-I?
With a Y. We don't fuck with that I.
So, I'm so glad that Anya came tonight. Yeah. We always say your name, and it's so funny because this other girl said to me, "Oh, he's Japanese." And I said, "Oh, he is Nigerian." But we are going to go now. Why? Because it's showtime, and we've had a great time. And thank you so much, Harrison, for bringing up this microphone. It's okay, I got it. I've been here before. I didn't always wear heels. I'm kidding. Mark wears them. Can you imagine Mark in heels without shaving his legs? I'd be so upset. He didn't tell you the part. That's the part he forgot tonight in his bit. Every Filipino nurse had to run for a new shaver every time they checking his heart. That's all he was screaming about. My chest hair. All right, so I'm nurse, and see how that hurts. Okay, enough about that. If you guys don't remember my name, I thought I would show you. Yes, Kroonquist. You got to be in the sports world to know who the Kroonquist are. If you love hockey, you know who they are. If you love Sweden, you know who they are. But you got to love me and follow me on all platforms. And good night. We'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday podcast day. It's starting, right? We're going to talk tomorrow?
Oh, we're talking. I'm not leaving just yet.
Well, I'm going to wrap it up, so I just wanted to say good night to everybody. And thank you, Aaron. And thank you, Samantha. And thank you, everyone here. Good night.